when I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Ready. 52 blaster.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Chamberlain. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check.
On the counter, here's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Right, 97. Claude Ray.
Off the play fake. Chamberlain. They'll roll him out. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
On second down, Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Montgomery on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on third down, Chamberlain. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off play action. Chamberlain. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll go Madison up the middle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Striker, 3-3. Smash.
Off the play fake. Chamberlain. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Williams will try again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go option to the short side. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on 2nd down, Chamberlain. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fields on first down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the bootleg. Chamberlain rolling to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the...
He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella, 30, past the 20.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Strike. Check strike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And he checks this one down to Williams. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
Oh, what a move. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
10 cycles.
Throwing to start the drive. Chamberlain.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Chamberlain. He'll get this one to Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Chamberlain. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort?